All right, I don't know if it's just me, but why are the pool parties so boring this season? Guys, why? The parties are so boring, pretty much uneventful. Nothing happens. Aside that one time they had free Lamza, and Mshini was chasing Sweet Guluva around for a kiss. You know, the one where Bunny B and Ashley did not attend because of their punishment. Guys, the pool parties this season, I don't know, it's so bland. It's so boring. The guys are literally by the grill almost the entire time. The girls, sometimes they dance, sometimes they do not. They go and stay in the jacuzzi and they just stay there. I mean, I understand they are giving typical pool party vibes, but guys, you know how BB Niger pool parties are. Not these recent ones, though, that they are just so dead as boring. I mean, the housemates, but you know, now back in the day with these Big Brother shows, pool parties, there's always action, there's always something happening, you know, and it's more of a thing of if you blink, you miss out on something going on. But with this season's Bbmzansi pool parties, nah, it's not just worth the time at all. You can blink, you can even doze off and wake up and nothing happens, guys. It is that terrible. But anyways, it was typically the same thing last night. Nothing whatsoever happened during the pool party. It could be that things are happening and the cameras are not really showing. I mean, guys, what do you think? I don't know. But anyways, after the pool party, there were quite some conversations. Quite some conversations. And we're going to begin with Nate and BK. Nate was luring BK for a kiss. She was telling him that she wants it now. And she said she did not want it in front of people. They should go somewhere private. Guys, that move was so seductive. And it made me wonder if that is the first time that they are kissing in the house. If they've not shared a lot of moments like that the cameras did not show us, yeah? But that wasn't really the issue for me. The issue for me was this girl. You said you're a lesbian. You said several times that you're only comfortable dating women. But ever since you came into this house, you've been perching here and there, you know, with the guys. And even the girls as well, but more with the guys. And now it's BK. BK wanted to get onto a ship with Nshini. This girl was, you know, playfully threatening fire and brimstone, you know, talking about, I don't want to share with anybody, blah, 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 blah. And now it's getting steamy and spicy between both of them. See, I put out a tweet last night. I said, I will never believe that Nate is lesbian. Never. As far as I'm concerned, that's a script. That's a script she came to play to gather support from the LGBTQ plus community. If it's working for her, whatever. If it's not, whatever. But the way that girl moves around the house, nah. The way she's very keen on the boys that she's been flirting with and doing whatever with, she's not been that keen with the girls. With the girls, it's a thing of they play games in the pool and she's always kissing them or cooking up that diabolical plan that she's always cooking up about no consent, boundaries and all whatnot. But about her sexuality, I do not believe, and I will never believe, that Nate is lesbian or queer. I do not believe. But I would love to hear your thoughts about that. So please let me know in the comment section below. And hey, please, these are just my personal observations of how she conducts herself in the house, you know, how she behaves. If you study her behavior, you will see what you need to see, not what she wants you to see. All right, now quickly moving on, there was an ice cream situation, and this came up in the conversation between Nshini and Swiss. So Nshini was explaining to Swiss how Ashley, I think Pilile and herself, how they had ice cream. You know, I think she was talking about how they finished 2 liters of ice cream, And then Swiss was quite disappointed in her and was blaming her for not speaking up. In other words, Swiss wanted her to, rat out Ashley, especially. And guys, I'm gonna be frank with you, that conversation was quite confusing for me because I thought I heard Nshini saying that no crime was committed because later on, I think immediately after the pool party, they were all fighting for ice cream from a bowl, and all the females were literally running after that particular ice cream. I actually did not run after it. So Nshini was saying that Ashley had actually had 2 liters of ice cream before I'd finished it. So in that conversation, I'm not really sure she was accusing Ashley of finishing 2 bowls of 2 liters of ice cream all by herself, or if she was saying that she joined Ashley in consuming that whole ice cream and Pilili was also involved. Because Sweet kept on telling her that she needs to, address it. She needs to address Ashley. She needs to address it. So I'm quite confused, guys. If you people understand what those people were talking about, please let me know in the comments because I did not understand. Swiss kept on and on about this thing for a while, and he said he wanted Nshini to go and confront Ashley. He wanted Nshini to go and talk about it, but Nshini was saying that, there was no crime committed. PD was saying there was no crime committed because there was another bowl of ice cream that everybody was rushing to consume. So guys, that conversation was just a mess. It was a mess. I do not understand it. If you do, please let me know in the comment section. After that conversation was another one that happened in the bathroom. This one was between Swiss, Luzuko, and Muzi. Muzi seemed a bit under the influence of alcohol last night because his words were very incoherent, yes, and it seemed at some point that he was slurring. Muzi has a very, very interesting way of speaking. It's so different. I'm using the word different. It's so different that sometimes it's like he has a speech impediment or something. I don't know if it's because of the braces he wears, but sometimes I feel like he doesn't properly articulate his words or the way he pronounces his words. So sometimes it's kind of difficult to understand him. Sometimes, not all the time, yeah? So during that conversation last night, he was saying a lot of things, but it was a bit difficult to really understand him. But still in that conversation, Swiss was calling out Muzi for being two-faced. Yeah, for him, he feels like Muzi is creating this impression that there's a division in the house, that there's this clique and there's this other clique, that he notices that most of the time Muzi will come and spend time with them and then he'll go back to the other clique. That he doesn't have a problem with that. But what he has a problem with is when you now, come to talk with the guys, and then it seems like you now take some of the things that they share to go and give share it with the other clique, and then he cited an example, which was the day where he had fought with Uyanda, and then Ezra was involved. For Sweets, he felt like Muzi came to come and tap information from them, and then wanted to go and share the information with the other people. So he was just expressing his displeasure at such behavior. And Muzi was not really doing much to defend himself, to be quite honest with all of you. And that is one thing I've noticed about Muzi. Muzi allows you to develop your perceptions about him. He doesn't fight it. He doesn't try to convince or not convince you. He will just tell you it's chai. Guys, what's the meaning of it's chai? He will say it's chai, So he just allows things to slide. For him, you say whatever you want to say, whatever, it doesn't really bother him like that, right? Nsuku decided to chip in his own 0% cent, yeah? This guy was saying that if Muzi remembers that day that fight happened, that for him, he wasn't taking sides. He ensured that his guys were good, that at the time he was very good with Swiss, and he was also very good with Uyanda. Other than now, he has now realized that guy is not who he says he is. He's not a nice person. In other words, is saying that Uyanda, if he had known at the time that Uyanda was not a good person, he would not have backed up Uyanda or tried to, ensure that Uyanda was good. So he was just explaining that, that day, he just wanted, for him, it was a thing of his guys should be good, everybody should be good. Guy, you want to fight, let's rock. That was what he was explaining. I was looking at Luzuko, and I said, in fact, I even tweeted it. I said, this guy is always fighting himself. It's like he's fighting his own demons, you know. He has seen that people are accusing him, or rather calling him a groupie, and he doesn't like it. But the fact still remains that he is a groupie. He's someone that is fighting to be a part of that Swiss's clique. He is now a part of the clique, but before, he wasn't really fully a part of the clique. And you could tell that he was fighting to be a part of that clique. Because even something happened yesterday, I think before the pool party, Melino was making some announcement about the food, you know, begging the females to make the chakalaka and every other type of side dish that would go with the meat they were grilling. And he now said that, oh, the guys need to vote on if they want to eat together as one, or if there are people that wants to have their own meal dished for them separately. And then he called out to Uyanda that, oh, Uyanda should speak now. They should trash out everything now. I was just looking at Melino. I'm like, I don't understand. Do you think you're talking to your 3 kids? Like, bro, these are adults. By now, you should know that the normal thing to do is dish out everybody's food so that no problem will arise, you know. So Jojo had said exactly what I was thinking, that no, to avoid issues, dish out everybody's food. But Luzuko was like, nah, me, I want to eat with all the guys. So if we want to eat together, I want to eat together. And it was very clear that he was saying that to spite Uyanda. Because the day that Swiss and Uyanda, yes, had that fight, Luzuko was supporting Uyanda. Although he was the one that caused that whole situation to escalate the way he did. Because he was the one shutting up Uyanda when Uyanda was saying that he did not want to eat with the group. So it's like now that he does not like Uyanda anymore, is now sort of making a public declaration that, oh, if Uyanda does not like eating with the guys, he wants to eat with the guys. But at the end of the day, guess what? They ended up not eating together. Yep, everybody's meal was dished separately. So in that bathroom situation, I was looking at Luzuko and I'm like, dude, somebody needs to do a compilation video of you running around Swiss, chasing after Melino, but especially Swiss. When the show is over, you sit down and watch it properly. What's when the show is over? When you leave the house, you sit down and watch that video properly, and then you will now see yourself for who you are. Because, bro, you are a groupie. You are a groupie. You are desperate to fit in so bad, and you think it makes you look cool, but it doesn't. This conversation was between Ashley Ogle and Mandy Hagan. Uyanda was seated in between them at some point. Melino was there, but then he got up and left. Then Sweet Guluva also sat on that same brown couch where they were having that whole conversation. So the whole conversation revolved around Mandy and Luzuko's past thing, whatever they had going on before in the previous weeks. And it started with Mandy trying to get Luzuko's attention. But Uyanda was like, don't do it. Now, I don't know what conversation they had before, but Mandy again was obviously a bit under the influence of alcohol. So she was really out of character. Yeah, we know that she's a lot. She's a handful, but she became extra. Yeah, she became extra. So she and Uyanda, they had been having fun all night, you know, singing, dancing together. This was after the pool party. So she was trying to get Luzuko's attention. Luzuko was with his clique, and Uyanda was telling him not to. Melino did not understand what they were talking about, so he just got up acting like, you know, and I'm like, yeah, good riddance. So Ashley was asking Mandy if she still has feelings for Luzuko. And Mandy all of a sudden became kind of defensive that, oh, this house thinks and they figured her out completely, that they've not, because she does not have feelings for Luzuko, this and that. So Ashley was asking her if she likes him again. Like, do you really like him? She said no. Okay, who do you think likes you in this house? She said nobody. Do you like anybody in this house? She said nobody. You know, so they were just having that interaction, but Mandy was trying so hard to make it really clear that she does not have any feelings towards Luzuko anymore. But she thinks that the guy still has feelings for her, because these days they fight more than having normal conversations as housemates, you know. So for her, she feels like because of that, Luzuko still has feelings for her. And I was laughing. I mean, guys, what do you think about that? Let me know your thoughts. Finally, for this video, there was a brief conversation between Melino and Jojo. So Melino was advising Jojo to open her eyes, you know, to be careful, that there's a lot going on around her that she's not really seeing. And Jojo was asking what it was because she looked scared. And Melino was like, no, it's not really about it. Because she was asking, oh, is it, are they going to affect my game? And I don't know by they who she was referring to. And Melino said, no, it's not about your game. It's about your emotions, you know, because after the game, you are you after your game. So it's about your emotions after the game. Now, I was thinking he was probably referring to Ezra. I don't know what it meant because he did not give any clue whatsoever. But then he told her that since Tyrone is her closest person in the house, that she should ask Tyrone tonight. That's last night. Like, ask Tyrone before you sleep. Ask him to explain things to you. Ask him to tell you things, and he'll probably tell you. So Jojo was kind of getting scared, like, what is it? What is it? He said, don't worry, just talk to Tyrone. Tyrone will probably explain more to you. So guys, for me, I felt like that conversation was useless. Because why are you trying to make the girl panic if you're not really going to tell her what you are seeing, since you've become the seer of the house? What exactly are you seeing? Why don't you just tell her, you know? Anyways, guys, as I said, I felt like the conversation was just useless. But yeah, that was that. I'm going to stop talking here right now. Yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. So please go ahead and share, and I will see you guys on another video. Thanks for watching and have an amazing day. Bye.